Pemirsa MTA yang berbahagia, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saat ini kita berada di lokasi Sibentang, Kampung Sumber Alam, dengan suasana yang indah dan sejuk, kurang lebih 19 derajat Celcius. Sore ini kita berbahagia sekali bisa berbincang dengan tokoh muda dari Nahdlatul Ulama, Dr. Zuhairi Misrawi, yang kami secara akrab disebut Gusmis. Wilujeng wengi. Yang kedua, kami berbahagia bisa berbincang dengan Maulana Azhar Hanif. Assalamualaikum. Dari Amerika, beliau adalah missioner in charge Muslim Community Ahmadiyah. Malam ini kita akan berbincang tentang moto yang sering diungkapkan oleh Ahmadiyah mengenai love for all, hatred for none. So this motto, would you please explain about what is it? Love for all, hatred for none.
Yes. Part of the concept is misunderstood because it seems to say that we love everything. And that doesn't matter whether it's something which even goes against the dignity of faith. Those who are committing evils, we're supposed to love them. And those who are foul in nature, we're supposed to love them. It's not saying this at all. This is a misunderstanding of the concept of love for all. It says, in essence, we love as God loves. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He loves all of His creation. Even the creation that doesn't love Him. Even the creation that opposes Him and His messengers and the truth, and who commit these acts of moral and spiritual crime, He still sends upon them His rain, His sun, all of His gifts, and He's showing His love, that He constantly forgives them and overlooks their faults and leads them forward, as now He says, like a mother loves a child. And so you see in the traditions of Islam, many times Muhammad Rasulullah would point out the love of mother and compare that love to the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one battlefield, when the war was over and there were children crying, he pointed to a companion, see that mother, how she's going from child to child. And when one is crying, she would pick and cuddle it and try to comfort it and then go to the next one. And says, do you not know your Lord loves you more than that? Huh? Or would say that, look, is there any mother that would allow the child to thrust the hand into the fire? Of course not. Again, don't you know your Lord loves you more than this? So the highest love that Quran talks about is love ita is dhil qurba, those who are very close to you, who like mother's love. And this is the teaching of Islam, to love mankind like this. Love them as creation, but even if you may dislike what they're doing, what they're saying, what they're believing, still love them like a mother loves a child. No mother says, oh, look, this child today is saying something wrong, I throw it out. Right? So why this started in the Jamaat Ahmadiyya? Because in 1974, they passed a resolution in Pakistan declaring us to be non-Muslim according to the law. And the then third Khalifa, he came up with this concept that even if the entire country hates us and wants to declare us to be false, we will not reciprocate hate with hate. We will show the highest standard that Rasulullah showed the Meccans when they hated him, even more so than we're being hated now. And he showed love, which eventually won the heart over.
Masya Allah.
This is the point of love for all. Win the heart to love. Do not reciprocate fire with fire.
Right.
Give the cooling water of love to
Masya Allah.
put that fire out.
Right. So this motto
This
came
motto
out
came
after
out
the
of
resolution.
this situation
Right.
as an instruction to the Jamaat how going forward we should always respond to those who will attack us, who will deny us, who will persecute us, who will oppose us, and because this was the way of Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. When he was attacked, he was opposed, and they killed his loved ones. They caused his wife almost to starve to death. You know, they did so many things. But in the end, when he came back to Mecca, and they knew he had upper hand now, and they were worried that all those years we did to him, now what will he do to us?
Right.
And they asked the question, "Oh Rasul, how will you treat us now?" And he asked, "How do you think I should be treated? You should be treated." He said, "You will treat us with love, like Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam treated his brothers." And then he said in the Quran, "Yes, today I forgive you all the wrong you have done." This is love for all.
Well, beautiful. Love for all, hatred for none. Begitu menurut Maulana Azhar Hanif dari Amerika sebagai orang Ahmadiyah. Nah, kita akan mendengar dari tokoh Nahdlatul Ulama, tokoh muda, Gusmis, bagaimana love for all, hatred for none menurut Bapak?
Ya, saya mempunyai ketertarikan terhadap Ahmadiyah karena seluruh dari paradigma dan perilaku dari semua anggota Ahmadiyah itu memang mencerminkan dari prinsip love for all, hatred for none ini. Tutur katanya santun, penuh humor, penuh senyum, mencintai setulus hati. Dan menurut saya love for all, hatred for none itu menjadi kekuatan dari Ahmadiyah. Dan kita lihat sekarang Ahmadiyah itu menjadi organisasi muslim terbesar di dunia.
Alhamdulillah.
Karena love for all, hatred for none ini betul-betul dilaksanakan, betul-betul dicerminkan dari pemimpin yang tertinggi, khalifah, huzur, hingga kepada seluruh anggota Ahmadiyah. Ahmadiyah tidak hanya berada di Indonesia, tetapi juga ada di Amerika, Maulana Azhar Hanif, ada di Timur Tengah, di Palestina, di Mesir, di Syria yang sedang berkonflik, juga ada di Eropa. Masjidnya sangat besar, di Jepang juga ada. Ini cerminan dari love for all, hatred for none. Nah, kalau kita lihat sebenarnya Islam atau Rasulullah itu mengajarkan love for all, hatred for none. Kalau kita baca di dalam Al-Quran ada, kita harus membalas keburukan dengan kebaikan, karena kebaikan akan menghapus waktu saya telah hasanah tambuha, bahwa kebaikan akan menghapus keburukan. Artinya bahwa tadi Maulana Azhar Hanif, karena memang Allah itu cintanya kepada seluruh makhluknya itu amat luar biasa. Walaupun makhluknya itu tidak mengikuti petunjuk Tuhan, tetapi cinta Tuhan itu tidak pernah berkurang terhadap makhluknya. Dan begitu pula Rasulullah. Kita banyak menemukan dalam sejarah Islam bagaimana love for all, hatred for none dari Rasulullah SAW. Salah satu peristiwa penting, pada suatu hari Rasulullah berjalan bersama Siti Aisyah dan bertemu dengan orang Yahudi. Kemudian orang Yahudi berkata kepada Rasulullah, "La'natullah alaik ya Muhammad." Laknat bagi kamu wahai Muhammad. Lalu apa Rasulullah? Rasulullah ini adalah love for all, hatred for none. Rasulullah tidak mengecam laknat bagi kamu. Enggak. Siti Aisyah sebagai istrinya Dia sebagai istri manusiawi saja tidak menerima Rasulullah diperlakukan sekeras itu. Nah, Siti Aisyah berkata, "La'natullah alaika Yahudi wa lanat." Tapi kemudian Rasulullah menegur Siti Aisyah.
Ya.
Ya Aisyah, alaiki birrifqi fil umuri kulliha. Aisyah, kamu nggak benar. Ajaran Islam itu love for all, hatred for none. Kamu harus lemah lembut dalam segala hal. Hatta walaupun kamu dicaci maki, alaiki birrifqi fil umuri kulliha. Itu ajaran Rasulullah. Nah, menurut saya kehadiran Ahmadiyah ini sebagai oase, sebagai rahmat bagi seluruh umat Islam. Kalau kita betul-betul mengaku Islam, marilah kita sebarkan cinta kepada semua. Tadi Maulana Azhar mengatakan, kita mencintai orangnya dan kita mengutuk perbuatannya. Kita tidak suka dengan perbuatan. Misalnya sekarang ada Front Pembela Islam. Kita mengutuk kekerasan yang dilakukan, penyerangan-penyerangan, pengerusakan-perusakan. Tetapi kita harus mencintai dia sebagai manusia. Karena bagaimanapun manusia adalah makhluk Tuhan. Dan ajaran Rasulullah tentang love for all, hatred for none ini ingin mengatakan bahwa jangan pernah berhenti untuk mencintai orang lain. Karena cinta itu akan menjadi kekuatan yang sekali lagi kalau kita lihat sejarah bagaimana Islam masuk ke Indonesia, itu kan melalui love for all, hatred for none. Ketika Sunan Kalijaga menggunakan kebudayaan, musik-musik ilir-ilir itu kan, menyebarkan ajaran cinta. Jadi ketika orang-orang Hindu, orang-orang Buddha convert to Islam, mereka masuk Islam, itu melalui cinta, melalui love for all, hatred for none. Ada jutaan orang-orang Hindu Buddha masuk ke Islam karena love for all, hatred for none. Jadi oleh karena itu menurut saya Ahmadiyah akan menjadi rujukan di mana sekarang semua haus ajaran cinta. Ketika orang mengekspresikan keislamannya dengan penuh kebencian, dengan penuh ketakutan, maka Ahmadiyah hadir dengan love for all, hatred for none. Dan saya kira akan cepat atau lambat akan menjadi inspirasi bagi umat Islam di Indonesia dan di dunia yang lain.
Terima kasih Gus Mis. Mungkin kembali kepada Maulana Azhar Hanif. How the head of Ahmadiyya community, the Khalifah of Ahmadiyya, show or demonstrate the love for all and hatred for none. Would you like, please, to explain?
Yes, the head of the Ahmadiyya community, Khalifatul Masih al-Khamis, he is the fifth successor of the founder, Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad al-Islam, who we believe to be the coming Imam Ahmadi. He has gone around the entire world on a campaign to spread the peaceful message of Islam and to share with the people the true teachings, as was being discussed, of Rasulullah Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Because the people are confused, and rightfully so. If you say Islam is a religion of mercy and peace and love, but all you see, all you hear are images of violence and terrorism and hatred. The speech is full of so much hate against others. You know, I mean, you may dislike someone's viewpoint, but you have to respect all. Was this not the great message of Islam? That we are a human brotherhood. This was the last great message of Rasulullah in the time when all Muslims were gathered during Hajj. That your Father is one, your God is one, and you are one, in essence. This is how you create unity and harmony. And Quran, he actually is speaking Quran. Inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa untha. We made you male and female. وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلًا. And we made you these different groups for لِتَعَارَفُوا. So only you can recognize one another, not to start making this the point of division and discord. So what he has done is bring the entire world together.
MashaAllah.
Which is through the system also of this MTA and through his Friday delivery of the sermon and through his tours around the world to convey the sense to all of us as Muslims that we are one brotherhood again. And it should be a brotherhood that's based on love and compassion and concern for one another, as opposed to what we often see, this militant Islam, that even within the Muslim Ummah, and I pose this question all the time, the most death and destruction in the Muslim Ummah in the last 15 years has been by Muslim on Muslim. And the Quran condemns this very act, to take the life of a Muslim. The Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told his wife Hazrat Aisha, when you see this, know this is the beginning of the downfall of Islam, when they start to fight each other. So it's not just you can't respect the non-Muslim. We have failed even to respect one another and create that harmony, so that we should have the right to believe as we wish, to have our choice, and yet respect that right. Because it's the first right that was taken from Rasulullah in Makkah. The very first right that was taken from him. You have no right to preach against our God, our way, our system. So this idea of how Huzur is doing it, he's following the footsteps of Holy Prophet Muhammad in teaching these messages and showing the messages. By Allah's grace, I'm in Indonesia, but I feel like I'm home.
Alhamdulillah.
I've gone to Europe, I've gone to Africa, I've gone to different parts of America. Wherever I met the Ahmadi, I'm treated as if I'm in the home. I'm not just in the home, I'm the best one in the home.
MashaAllah.
And this is how you win the heart.
MashaAllah.
See? So I think this, we've lost this concept, as the Jews slowly lost this concept. And as the Quran says, this eye for eye, this tooth for tooth concept, tit for tat, revenge and all that. It's sunk into us again, which leads to hate. And Isa came along and said, okay, now, not eye for eye. If he does something wrong, okay, pardon him, be compassionate. In fact, if he beats you one way, let him beat the other way, all like this.
Yeah.
Well, Quran goes higher again. It says love. Love, love, love. A Jew came to Rasulullah with the same issue. And they had argued. He had argued with a Muslim. And the argument was, who's better? Musa alayhi salam or Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The Muslim kept demanding, you must accept my point, that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is better. The Jew could never accept it. And so finally the Muslim, in frustration, he struck him. Now this shows a difference you don't see nowadays. If this was ISIS or Al-Qaeda or Taliban, that Jew would never go to the leader of those groups and say, look what just happened. He said, yes, he should have killed you, not just struck you. But it shows love of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that this Jew didn't hesitate to go straight to the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and lodge complaint. No fear. And when he lodged the complaint, the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam took his side and said to the Muslim, you should not have said this. It's obviously going to create this reaction. In civil order, you can't do things that will create, discord and this division. So this was the beauty that we saw, and we're lacking now, but I see again in the life and the messages of Huzur going on.
So when you come here for the Peace Symposium, just several days ago in Yogyakarta, do you explain about this conduct of the head of Ahmadiyya community in this
Yes,
distinguished.
yes. In the peace conference, the first thing I shared was the writing of the founder of Jama'at. The last thing he wrote before he passed away. It's called Pegami Sulh, which is the message of peace and reconciliation. How to reconcile forces when they are contentious in society. And at that point, it was Hindus and Muslims particularly. They were always fighting one another, leading to riots and, the round of rhetoric which was very filthy, abusive toward the founders of each faith, abusing Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and abusing Krishna and all. So he proposed a method that began with this essence. We have much in common. Let's focus on the commonality. We have one God we believe in. We say this. We are from the same species of human beings. Fitrat al-Nas. Fitrat al-Nas is the same fitra for everywhere you go. It doesn't change. Only this features change, but the actual nature of man is the same. So he said, you have this common. And then he said, we have a common nation. We're neighbors. We're citizens of one nation. We should treat each other with compassion and love. And he ended by saying, that person that doesn't have love is not a human being. That nation that doesn't have love is not a nation. And that religion that doesn't teach compassion is not a religion. So this is how I began my remarks in that.
Para ulama kita pada tahun 1935 itu sadar betul kita tidak ingin membangun negara Islam. Kita membangun Darussalam, negara yang damai, yang penuh cinta, yaitu Indonesia ini. Rasulullah datang orang Yahudi, Rasulullah bagaimana agar kami orang Yahudi juga ditegakkan hukum Islam. Itu dari saking cintanya Rasulullah kepada orang-orang Yahudi. Tapi Rasulullah mengatakan, kenapa kamu harus menegakkan hukum Islam? Tegakkanlah hukum Yahudi.
And this is why we say there's no need to add any coercion, compulsion. Because what is beautiful, what is inherently good, a human being, by the faculty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him, can distinguish good from bad, right from wrong. No need of force. And this is the second part of La ikraha fi din. Qad tabayyana. It's clear. Rushd min al-ghayy. What is right and what is wrong. So for the American people, it's just a matter of engagement. The struggle is that up to now, which surprises even us as Muslims, after everything happened since 9/11, and all the talk has been about a war against the Islam and all the groups formed, there's still so much ignorance in American people about what is Islam. Islam has always promoted compassion for all because it's a religion for all of God's creation. And you cannot say you love the painter but hate his paintings.
Yeah, right.
So once we say as Muslims, La ilaha illallah, that we love God, heart and soul, then we must love God's creation because He is Al-Khaliq, the creator. Everything came from Him.
Dalam sejarahnya di Indonesia sejak tahun 2028 sampai sekarang itu memberikan banyak contoh tentang pentingnya cinta, apalagi sekarang ini ya. Saya melihat sekarang
To reject His creation, to hate it, means you hate the one who created that creation.